Good afternoon, Jeremy. This is a video presentation for our limnology project on our selected topic, Lake Baikal, located in Russia. My name is Thomas Eacham, and my group members are Lake Baikal is a lake in the Russian mountainous region that is known as the deepest and oldest freshwater lake that contains about 20% of the world's fresh water and said to be about 1/5 of all fresh water currently in the world. It currently occupies an active continental rift in Siberia. The lake has a maximum depth of roughly about 1,600 meters that is considered to be one of the world's clearest lakes. The lake has also nearly 300 rivers and streams that flow into the lake. Lake Baikal has a direct and indirect evidence of gas hydrates that exist, making it the only confined freshwater lake in the world. On the slide shown is maps of Lake Baikal and its location in Russia. The map shown on the right is elevations ranging from 0 to 2,000 meters. Here is a better description of an overview of Lake Baikal's location in Russia.
So the geology surrounding Lake Baikal, it's surrounded by mountains with a maximum height of 2,678 meters. The northern part of Lake Baikal is the shallowest with a maximum depth of 890 meters. The major geologic feature of the Baikal territory is that it incorporates the borderline of the great tectonic structures. The ground seismic stations registered up to 2,000 earthquake tremors. On the 29th of August 1959, during an earthquake magnitude of 9, the Baikal bottom was displaced about 12 to 20 meters. So the following figure shown is a lake with the scale of its depths in all areas of the lake.
The climate at Lake Baikal is very unique, with different temperatures of the lake during the months from May to November, changing over the seasons. Warm masses of air form the southwest and abruptly cool over the lake's surface, yielding at an average annual precipitation of about 495 millimeters. There is a lot of sunshine on Lake Baikal, much more than on Riga's sea coast and even in the famous health resorts of the south. The precipitation of the lake differs from different areas. Lake Baikal is often called a museum of climates because of its result from differences in distance from the lake, the shape of the coastline, the relief and the surface of the shores, the steepness of the slopes, and their orientations. Shown in the figure below is just the water temperatures of the different months ranging from May to November, with 0 to 2 degrees in May, 2 to 4 degrees in June, 4 to 6 degrees in July, with August ranging to about 10 to 12. September is about 12 to 14 degrees. October starts to cool down a bit to about 2 to 8 degrees. And November, with its coldest month, ranging from 0 to 2 degrees.
So, rich in biodiversity. Lake Baikal hosts approximately 1,085 species of plants and approximately 1,500 species of varieties of animals. So species of interest, Lake Balakai is a 445-meter bowl above sea level that has more than about 1,000 aquatic flora species, 20 known plants, and plants such as redis, thinwood, water, buckwheat, cattail, hornwort, and sedge. Exceptionally rich and diversified are the phytoplankton species. Plankton species are algae that take up the upper layer of the water where it receives the most lights are called diatom, perennial golden algae. Species of this algae grows mostly in the spring when the lake is covered with layers of ice. Along with them is the Cytotella and Cynderia and Melizera are the part of the cold-loving diatom algae. Ice is a gymnodium, a light and cold-living peridienal algae. The number of algae in Lake Balakai varies. All depends on what season and temperature is. The bacteria role is no different. They decompose and mineralize dead plants and animals, which allow the purification of water. The bacteria provides food for some plankton, crustacean, and other organisms. One of the smallest organisms in Lake Balakai is the protozoa unicellular organism, the Infloria and the rhizopods, the phlegms, and the sporoforms. Infloria organisms are of great importance in life of organisms living in the water depths. Some Infloria species are found at 600 meters in depth. Benthic inhabitants are present. The obligates are the top of the charts. They normally serve as food for more organized animals. While Balakai has given rise to a number of new species with their specific accommodative features enabling them to live in this great reservoir.